Welcome back. Najua kuna swali kwa nashanga nimeenda wapi? Well, I was just around doing a bit of research, and right now you're on the third hour kama kawaida is Mziki Talk with me, Nelly the Hype DJ. Sindio. And right now I am joined on studio by, well, kama kawaida we promise we deliver. Grace Kiboi is in the building and we love to welcome her. Karibu sana Grace.
Thank you.
You can look into that camera. Tuma kashautu salimia tu nyumbani leo wanakuwatch. Yes.
Okay, viewers, KUTV. My name is Grace Kiboi. Thank you for watching. And I want to appreciate God for being here. And I know that as time goes, we'll talk more. We are together. God bless you.
I hope your week has been okay.
Yeah,
Sindio.
it has
So
been
you,
okay.
kwa sababu unajua watu wengi wakaambiwa, hey, you're going on an interview on TV. Wako like, butterflies. But I can see you're relaxed.
Yes.
Kwani umezoea kazi?
Ni neema ya Mungu.
Neema inatosha, right?
Yes.
So, before to into the interview, just tell us briefly who is Grace Kiboi.
Grace Kiboi is a gospel artist, born again, and I am a wife, married to James Kiboi. I am a mother of 3, and I also do business.
All right.
Yes.
Umeshajibu swali nilikuwa nikuuliza baadaye, but it is okay. But it is okay. So, what inspired you to come into the gospel music?
Okay, gospel music, I would say, actually there's nowhere in my life I thought about gospel music. And you can see I'm not in my 20s.
I can see.
Yes. But there's nowhere in my life I thought about gospel music. I've been doing business. I've been settled in life and in ministry. I've been doing mercy ministry. I've been having a burden with marriages, the needy. There is nowhere in my life I thought about gospel music. But in 2016, something happened, and just the way maisha tu inakukalia, and I went through a lot of issues in life. I was very down. I went through a lot of pain, and there's a time it reached, and I felt like I have been serving God, but I don't think this God exists. And I was very down. I started doubting God. I started wondering, and at some point I even stopped going to church. I felt, I don't think God exists. I don't think the devil exists. I was just living an hour at a time. And then in 2017, God started bringing me back. As he was bringing me back, one day, I just woke up in the morning because I had received prophecies before, the same about two months before, and I was feeling like, I want to come back to serve God. But I had told myself, and I had sweared, I'll never go back to full service. I'll be a good member, I'll sit in the pews, and I will never serve God. But I was getting prophecies, and I was wondering, no, what's this? Am I ready to serve God? But around September, I was, in the morning, one morning, Monday morning, I was just worshiping because I had started now putting songs on YouTube. I was able to listen and get blessed. And I was, as I was listening to those songs, I love, there's a gospel music I love so much called Sinach. I was listening to her song. And it's the song that goes, Great Are You, Lord. And it is us by Holy Holy. I was trying to find in my mind, I wanted to sing that song, but I was struggling in my mind to get it. Because that time my husband was asleep, I didn't want to wake him up. And I woke up at around 6, and I was trying to prepare my children at around 6:40. So these 40 minutes I wanted to worship. So I wondered, I don't want to put my songs on YouTube because I don't want to wake my husband up. So I was thinking, this song, I'm looking for this song. Holy, 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 it's not coming. Great are you, Lord, it's not coming. And I was doing that. That's where my songs were born. In my bedroom, in my bed, and they were born. I just started singing my songs. And that day I wrote 2 songs. And I was a bit, I was wondering, hey, Kweli now, God, I don't even understand you because you're giving me new songs. I had sweared not to. So I would say, I don't know what I can say inspired me into music because it just came by the grace of God. I had given up in life. I just found myself in this ministry. It's not something I have ever prayed about. I have prayed about so many things which have not been answered, maybe even now. But this one, I have never prayed about it. I have never wanted to sing. I have never been in worship team. I have never been in music, never in my life. And now I'm here.
So basically, now that you say you're a businesswoman and now an artist, how do you find it balancing the two?
First, when the gift came, I was a bit, it somehow changed my business time. You know, the way I was used to a routine of waking up in the morning, preparing, going to the office, because I am in the business of land. I sell land. So I was used to going to the field.
There's one person here behind the scenes who loves things about land. Actually, there are two of them. Two are very good cameramen.
After this.
To the land.
After this. So I was used to going to the field, but what happened, now music has come. I have the music. I have seen God wants to use me, because from that day, God started speaking to me. I first of all, I withdrew from my friends, from so many things, because I wanted to know, God, okay, what do you really want with me? And I started having my time with God, reading books. And actually, even some of my friends thought, now, you are Menda, or rather, we don't understand you anymore. Because I just found myself wanting to be closer to God and reading about God, reading the Word, worshiping all the time, reading books about worship. I bought books about worship. And then I had not sung. So the first thing I did when I went to record my music, I found myself, these people, the backup is singing, but me, I'm shouting. So I decided I can't give God that. I went to a school of music. In our church, we have a school of music. So it took a lot of my business time, because I had to rearrange myself. I'm going to the school of music. Sometimes I'm going to record my songs. So somehow but because it is ministry and it came well, and then God has given me a very good partner, because we are two partners. So she also encouraged me a lot. And she told me, God has called you, and just go and learn. She was a great encouragement to me. So my business was not really affected by music. Yes.
So maybe briefly, because today we are talking about volunteering, and we are asking, is it right to volunteer, or is it not right to volunteer in ministry? Now, you as an artist, on your perspective as an artist, how do you feel about volunteering? First, will you tell us, have you ever volunteered? And through your experience, do you think it is right? Do you think you should get money from volunteer work, or how is it that you take it as an artist?
Voluntary, as I had said, I'm in massive ministry in our church. So actually, I've done a lot of voluntary work. And there's something I love about voluntary work. Even before I became an artist, there's some satisfaction that comes with voluntary work. You know, it's not all about money. This life is not all about money. You can have all the money you have in the world, but you don't have peace, you don't have, So with the feeling I get after volunteering, it's more than anything. I just feel a lot of satisfaction. I feel like I have accomplished so much by just going, maybe it's a children's home, volunteering there, or helping somebody who's in need. It gives
let me bring it to another side. Yes. Now that was the artistic side. Business-wise, through your skill of business, will you serve that same type of skill in church without pay?
In business, one thing I have learned, mostly your passion, where your passion is where your money is, but it doesn't first come as money.
Yes.
So mostly when you volunteer, the talent you have, if you utilize it for free, that is where money will follow. But if you start it as money, as business, at your mind is in business, it may not succeed. But if you do it voluntarily, then God will, because whatever God has put in you, which is special, is what will still give you food on the table. It will give you everything. And you feel so comfortable when doing it, because you're not doing it for money. Because you can be doing something for money, but you're not enjoying what you're doing. So something that you can still do voluntarily, when it gives you, God uses that to give you money.
Let's talk about the song Hakuna. This is so deep. Hey, let's talk about the song Hakuna.
Yeah.
Tell us about that song.
Hakuna is one of the songs God gave me. And it just talks about the greatness of the Lord. Because after going all these things, it just came. Actually, it just came one morning. But my spirit was like, there's no other God like Jehovah, because the things I've gone through, and now I am here. For sure, there's no other God like him. And then I was feeling, when I was even feeling I don't want anything to do with God, I was not even going to church. He was still there, and his grace picked me. And I was feeling, there's no God like our God. Unanipenda, unanijali. Yani, you, even when I didn't know I needed to be saved, you still came. You picked me. Your grace picked me and saved me when I did not even know that I need to be saved. Because I was down, I was hopeless, but his grace just came and picked me. So I just wrote that song to give God all the glory, because to tell him, hakuna kama wewe, you love me, you care about me, receive all the glory and receive all the honor.